Lights, cameras.
This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
More to come, more stuff to come, keeping you glued to our channel. Just make sure that you tell others about us as well. Before we jump into conversations this morning, every time that we eat, food and sugars are getting trapped between our teeth, leading to tooth decay, gum disease, in some cases foul breath. Now brush your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent charcoal and the herbal toothpaste. Now the charcoal is made from fluoride, a fine blend of fluoride with unique combination of natural charcoal, lemon, mint and zinc. This will help whiten your teeth, strengthen them and remove bad odor. The charcoal white gently polishes away tooth stains and naturally restores a bright smile. Now, for herbal lovers, the herbal toothpaste is infused with a unique blend of green tea and herbal extracts formulated to repair and protect your gums whilst giving you an all-round cooling sensation. So don't forget to brush your teeth morning and evening with any of these variants of Pepsodent. And also reminding you about that British degree, which is at a fraction of the cost at Lancaster University, Ghana. It is the only British university campus in West Africa. Get in touch with them now on their website. It's lancaster.edu.gh, or you can also email them at admissions@lancaster.edu.gh or call them on 0209 607008. Lancaster, the only British university campus in West Africa. Time check is 60 minutes past 9 here on Culture Daily. Getting into our big conversation this morning as we talk about the inauguration of the president. The ceremony that was held yesterday at the Independence Square, quite a number of people were there as well, pressmen and presidents and like VVIPs. And yes, we are going to be talking about this morning what we witnessed. So many things, so many learnings to pick up from yesterday's event. Team is live and in color here, as the event as well was in live and in color. Isi, well, welcome. Good morning.
Thank you.
Oops, sorry, I just had to do this. Yes.
Thank you. Good morning.
Anyway, Cyril, Lenny as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to start from the setup of the place, which also speaks to, how a lot of comments on social media as people were talking about the beautiful setup. I want to find a few photos that I got as well for us to take a look at some of them. But anyway, your general comments about what you saw. I don't know how people made a big fuss about the setup. I don't know if, well, for me, it was another.
Why do you think they made a fuss about it?
No, I saw a lot of comments on people talking about the setup. It was beautiful. And then the aerial shots that I saw were absolutely beautiful. And then also, thankfully, because of the red, gold, green Ghana natural, our flags colors, the green on the the floor, and then the canopies, and then, all the things that were just played around with our colors also made it and then these are very vibrant colors. So it was beautiful, But I don't know what's your opinion.
Colors also were there, because I think that I noticed that the cabanas or the canopies had the red, green, black as well, symbolizing the party colors. So, like I said earlier in the show, I think that the setup was really, really nice. It was good. I saw a few people hating as well and saying that it's not even nice, but it's fine. It's okay. You just have to deal with it and move on as you have to. But kudos to everybody that made sure that everything came together really, really nicely, and also to the people who attended as well. I think I haven't heard yet any misbehavior that happened yesterday, and that's also one thing that we should look at, that everybody just transitioned smoothly and half-heartedly and wholeheartedly for those who did. So yeah, just shouts to everybody that put it together. I like the setup. I think it was nice and symbolic enough. Especially I like the kente detailing right behind President Mahama. It was just really, really nice. So yeah,
I really was looking at the outfit the president wore. Also because apparently the 4 symbols at his front had a meaning. I saw the flyer earlier this morning on socials, and so I think he looked really good in the outfit.
Absolutely,
he looked really good. Whoever designed that needs to be given their flowers.
Bondana.
Yeah.
All right, can we check him out? I think I'd love to see his his socials as well. I saw
I have a video of
BTS.
some of the BTS of the clothes and stuff.
Okay, yeah. We can share that as well.
Yeah, when they were fine tuning.
I have the necessary files.
Yes. When they were
necessary files.
talking about the and then I also was part of the BTS. I was also watching the president his contributions towards how the outfit
should come out. I think he was there with his son as well, right?
Yeah. And because people pay close attention to some of these things, very, very important.
And you see, one thing that excited me about the whole thing also is that this Bondana guy has been making outfits for President Mahama for a long time. This is not his first, okay? And it excites me because you know how people just suddenly realize that, oh, I know somebody bigger and better who can make my outfit for me when I have a big event, right? Case in point, for a bride, they'll be using their seamstress or their fashion designer or their tailor for as long as they've been using the person. Once they get their wedding or their engagement, then they decide to switch else. Right? But it wasn't the case, and I think that I really appreciate that level of loyalty. I think that is really, really a good thing for Mahama to have just maintained his same designer.
Yeah. Okay, it's just me and my dress style and my fashion style, but the what do you call it, the cap. I don't know if I've ever seen the president wear one before. I mean, the former president, now president, wear one before. I haven't seen in any of the photos. So I was like, okay, president has stepped up, because that's a complete fit for this outfit. When you wear this, it's also nice that you put that on
the
agbada and then this thing. He looked really good. I'm watching the pictures now as well. I'm very sure most of you have seen the photos of the president and his outfit. Great positioning, and I loved everything. So these are a few images from the event yesterday as well. Amazing setup. I'm waiting for the president that will do will refurbish the Independence Square. Maybe the floor would be turned into some tiles. Oh no, I'll do it. Yeah. But I mean, since
the presidents we are not voting for,
I'll do it. Okay. I'm just saying that because what is the symbol? And I always want to ask this question: what is the symbol of the ark at the square?
The symbol of
the ark is the ark. Yeah, the ark
itself.
Yeah, it was held at the Independence
Square.
Okay. Which one is the ark? Which is the square? The grounds.
I think the grounds is the square. The ark is where people usually take pictures.
Yeah.
That is the roundabout.
The square is the ark. Is that what you're saying? I'm just asking.
The square is the sitting area.
Do you know what I'm saying? This is the Independence Ark.
So where's the Independence Square?
So I'm asking. The grounds is a square. What do you call the runabout?
The ark.
Runabout.
I think the ark is at the runabout.
No, I'm just asking out of ignorance. I mean, because I just sometimes get confused about these things, and I just want to know. I know this is clearly an ark, so definitely this is the Independence Ark, right? But the grounds, do we reference the grounds as the Independence Square?
Yes.
Okay. Or we reference the roundabout's monument as the Independence Square?
No.
Okay, so we reference the grounds as the Independence.
This vast is not even the Independence Ark. Like Lenny is saying, the ark is the
one at the runabout.
So the ark.
That's the ark.
The square.
Yes, with the black.
Where you see a lot of foreigners take pictures.
Yes, I know.
In Ghana. Yes, that's
the
ark.
Independence Ark.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm sure. Okay. Are you sure?
Black Star Square.
Thank you.
Black Star Square.
Also known as Independence Square.
Yeah.
Is a public square in Accra, Ghana, bordered by the Accra Sports Stadium and the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. The square often hosts the annual independence celebrations. So where we hosted the thing is the square.
Yeah.
And
that's why I said
no. Realize, I'm getting there. The whole thing, including the thing in the runabout, the water fountain thing, it's all the square. It's one big installation, and it's called
the ark.
Yeah. So the structure. So I'm now going into the structure.
Okay.
It includes the Independence Ark, the Liberation Day Monument, and then the Black Star Gate.
Which one is the Black Star Gate? That I haven't heard.
The Black Star Gate is the squirting people, the diaspora people going
squirting people.
Oh, yes, Landilomote.
I heard something.
The square thing that people.
I heard something.
You heard the same thing.
But we'll pardon it. Let's move on. Let's move on.
How do two people hear the
you see,
same thing?
it's good that we identify these things, because sometimes you might think you know, but you just might get it confused.
So this is the Black Star Gate.
Yeah. So, really?
Where they shot them. No, I'm showing you. I mean, we'll clarify.
That's where the diasporans take the...
Yes, the diasporans can stay away from there. That's the Black Star Gate. Liberation Day Monument is the straight one. The three pillars, and then there's water around it. I'm sending that picture.
That's at the square.
Yes, that's in the square.
In the square, yeah.
Yes, that's the Liberation Day Monument. And then the Independence Arch itself is the one behind at the back. Yes.
Okay. Now, if you go to the Independence Square, the Black Star Square, where the arc is,
but do people refer to it as Black Star Square often? Because I think that
what
we
they
are so
refer to
used
it
to
is
the
not
Independence
is
Square
wrong,
so
but
much.
Yeah,
I mean, we're putting it up in the screen
so the arc that is there, right? I've never had a chance to go to that place, but I don't know. I'm sure there are offices.
There's access. Yeah, there's offices there.
There are offices. Okay, all right. I really wish I could sometimes, just pay a visit there to see exactly.
I think you can.
You can. It's open.
It's open.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sure. Look at that. I mean, spend all these years in Ghana and never really visited. I've gone to climb the other one.
Even Parliament, he was saying to me sometime
it's
ago
open.
that it's open.
Yeah. There's a public gallery. We can go now if they were in session and go and sit at the gallery and listen to your laws being made. But we've mystified, big manism. So
V8ism.
And because of that ability of any public person to go there is where that guy went to smash windows. So now if you go and you're walking there, they say, oh yeah, they were hard, and different problems.
Yeah, I wish you could put these pictures up, on the screen if the team can assist with that as well. So yes, very important. If Jay hadn't said it, people would have, So this one is the Black Star Gate.
Gate, yes.
In Accra, the
through
Black
which,
Star, yes, through
which we walk to freedom and justice.
Yes.
So this symbolizes the transition from colonial to independence.
Freedom.
Yes, so this is the Black Star Gate. So Sarkodie had this event at the Black Star Gate.
Yes.
On top.
Yes. And then the other ones is the other one. Okay, so this is the Independence Arc. Yes.
On top of which the name of the whole place.
Black Star Square.
Yeah, the entire region is
or
the
Independence Square.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Interesting. And this monument.
This is the monument.
This is the what?
Is it Liberation Day? Oh yes, Liberation Day.
No,
yes.
It's not Liberation Day.
It's Liberation Day.
Yeah. Is the unknown soldier there?
It's Liberation Day Monument.
Liberation Day Monument.
Yes, I think the unknown soldier was added because I also have a picture here. Is this black? Yeah, this was updated. The tiles are different in this photo. In the original photo on Wikipedia, the lone soldier is not
on top.
On top. So either it was updated or it's a different thing. But Wikipedia is really wrong. So
yeah,
Liberation Day Monument.
Okay, so now talking about, I know we still have the images of the place, talking about the setup, and these things speak to our spaces as well. You mentioned Tometi was in there. I mean,
he was involved in the setup.
Confirming that, right? He was
on TV talking about it yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we know Tometi as
That's how I knew. I didn't know until I saw him talking about it. And
I also saw Nabil from Event Factory also in there. I saw people also crediting Stan Dogbe, also in there. I'm sure yes, multiple vendors were.
I mean, for a big event as this, it only makes sense to use multiple.
I can imagine what goes.
But I think the most credit or the easiest credit to go to the idea.
Yeah.
Who ideated?
Yeah.
Who was that? Do you know the person?
No, but most likely Stan is in charge of PR, comms, events, stuff like this.
So I'm sure they all sat through.
Most times,
I'm sure they all sat through too. There were a few trends as well on the day, from trolls to trends, or trolls that turn to trends, or trends that turn to troll on that day. And on such occasions, you have a lot of people whose eyes are wide open, looking for the smallest chance to identify something, either good, bad, positive, negative, and throw it onto digital platforms as well. And there were quite a number of them, that happened yesterday. The first one was what caught the attention of most people when the president started his inaugural speech. We'll start playing that inaugural speech to you, but it's not about what he was saying in there, but it was the fact that was he reading or was it from a teleprompter? I can bet you the first 20 minutes of his speech got a lot of people or netizens actually thinking whether the president was reading or he was freestyling. Well, it was interesting as comments were just rolling on various pages that picked up the feed live. We'll go into the inaugural speech. Let's play a part of it. When we come back, we'll discuss.
The Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Members of Parliament, Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, Your Excellency, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Ghana, and special guest of honor for this occasion, Your Excellencies, Presidents, Heads of Government and Development Agencies, Your Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and former Presidents, Your Excellency Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters, I wish you a good morning, and we give thanks to the Almighty God on this occasion. Our Father who art in heaven, we thank you for giving us this day, a day that offers me, your humble servant, a unique opportunity to work to reset our dear country, Ghana. 32 years ago, on January 7th, Ghana made its first and most successful democratic transition, a reset, with the swearing in of the newly democratically elected President, Jerry John Rawlings, of blessed memory. Our nation was returned to a multi-party democracy with a new constitution that went into effect, and the Fourth Republic was officially established. I refer to it as a reset because on that day in 1993, we made our fourth attempt at establishing a democratic system of government with term limits based on free, fair, and transparent elections. The handover of power on January 7, 2001, between former President Jerry John Rawlings and at the time the newly elected President John Agyekum Kufuor, tested that reset, and our nation passed with flying colors. So today, with my induction as the new President of the Republic of Ghana, history is being made once again. And it is a history worth repeating every 4 years with each newly elected president. Today, we're also making a different kind of history, one that speaks to our maturity as a democracy, a nation of citizens enfranchised with the authority at the polls to determine their political future. Today's exercise between the outgoing President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and I feels a bit like a deja vu. That is because 8 years ago to this day, on January 7, 2017, we shared this same space and performed this same transitional exercise. At the time, I was the outgoing president, having served one term, and he was the incoming president, having been given a mandate by the people of Ghana to lead this great nation of us. He and I both understood on that day, as I'm sure we are today, that it is the people of Ghana that we are elected to serve. Somehow, it seems fitting that it is with Nana Akufo-Addo that I twice...
Yes, now... I just wanted to catch that last part where, he spoke about, remembering such occasions between the two presidents. And I can imagine how it feels like, when you are president, when you're doing the transition on such a moment. And even for President John Dramani Mahama, a comeback to do another 4-year mandate also even adds more color to his entire, legacy, in the sense that his 4 years, he's the first president whose 4 years has been divided. His 8 years has been divided into two.
And I think even before then, he did what?
He was vice president at that time.
He was vice president.
And one of the
he was president for a while. He was
done all of it.
I've watched videos of the two of them, on various platforms that he have debated so many topics.
I saw one that they look really young.
I think that I think the two of them need to, after all this is said and done, they need to sit somewhere in a garden, maybe somewhere in the breeze, and just overlooking a crowd with maybe some whiskey, and say, wow. Lenny. And just overlooking the city and go like, how are you? It's like, I'm good.
That would be a pure mama we made it moment.
Yeah. I know. I mean, for the two of them, I mean, they've served. It's like they've lived probably a lifetime dream. I saw a photo of current President John Mahama when he was in his child, probably some kindergarten, some class 5 or class 6 or something, and he was with a group of friends, and I was just saying to myself that little did these friends know that will be the president of the country. Yeah. I saw Kufado's own an old photo of him as well that also went viral at a point in time, a similar thing, and I'm like, wow, look at these two people. I'm sure you're born, the last thing in your mind is to become president. That's why I keep telling people that just a few more years, and I'll
respect you.
You never know who's going to be a president.
Yes, I'll shock all of you as you sit here with me. You will play these videos back and go like, he spoke it into his life.
And you were John.
Yeah, I met John.
You know that conspiracy about the ease of Johns.
Yes.
No, this guy's own is different.
We'll share a few images.
Please, our presidents are John.
Yeah.
Okay, John.
This is John.
This is John.
Oh, Jerry John Rollins, John Ivan Sata Mills, John Ajekuku, John Mahama, and John Foley. Y'all better know. But we'll go back to let's talk about the teleprompter first. So, at a point in time, I think people didn't realize that it was a left and a right,
setup. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the left and the right.
The teleprompter. Yeah.
No, from where if you're watching him on screen, he kept on looking left and right and not straight. That should tell you that it's picking feet. But you must learn how to use this teleprompter mechanism very well. Else you will just goof when you flip your eyes to the other screen. It will take you a while to catch where you are.
You got
Yes.
That's why you have to also rehearse the scripts. A lot of people use teleprompters as easy. Try to use it as easy solutions to
over-rely.
Yeah. And the prompter do correctly. No.
Yes.
Then.
But I'm also sure there was, or maybe there was one in front of him as well, beyond the teleprompter.
No, what was in front of him was on the.
Yeah, is what I'm saying.
I think that was a paper.
Whatever the case, it's still the same script. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
In front of him and the teleprompter. Just
the first time I saw this
that
kind
goof
of
you're talking about would not happen.
Yeah. The first time I saw this kind of teleprompter was, I think, one of the U.S. elections. When the president was reading. I think it was the one before, but around George Bush's time. Yeah, it's when I saw.
I was not born at that time.
Oh, I mean, of course, you are Gen A or something.
I'm even Jambita. They say Jambita is
coming. Yes, so that's in itself. So those trends caught people, as people's attention, wondering whether the president was freestyling. But on such occasions, I don't think it would even be safe to do freestyles, because everything you say at that point in time can and will be used against you in the court of the nation. So you have to be very careful. So in such situations, it's well rehearsed so that you give the best. And we give kudos to the president for that as well. Then back to the outfits, and let's look at the video where the president engaged. Is it Bondana? He and Bondana were engaged in creating this beautiful masterpiece that he wore on that day yesterday. I don't know if the video is ready. We can go into it now.
It will come out a bit more.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the issue. I think this is actually nice too, because it gives them a glimpse of the pattern, but the pattern actually matches with the hat.
I'm trying to.
But I also get what that means.
Yeah,
stretching it out a little bit more.
Yeah, they can come out a little bit more.
I see that too. Yeah. So I think it works both ways. Right?
You see, it's going to be a wide arena.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
So I want it to come out a bit more.
Yeah, that would be
because there will be white between this and that.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yes. Because you have the white and then this.
Yeah.
And then you have the sleeve, and then at the end of it, they'll see this again.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now there's also another concept. This one. Because I don't want it to be too loud, but if you want, you can do that. You can go and work on that. So this area will be.
It will come out a bit more.
Well, I probably would have been done worse if I was the one styling the president, And Mr. President, listen, go back small. Let me look at the size of your nose. President, look, I think I can give you one. What do you call those? Eye patch. I can give you one to wear.
no struggles.
Like the president will feel me.
That's why you lose your job.
President, I think that on that day, if you eat the day before, you might expand. So let me use a certain 2 centimeters of stretch fabric to fit into the president.
You want to corset? No, because what he's saying is
president show up looking like 32D.
So let's give credits to GH Hyper for that video. I think he was the only one who caught that, or he was probably there, with his team to capture that moment. And you see the president's involvement in how and what he wants
like that he was
the outfit to.
And he knew what he wanted, because he also mentioned that the arena was big, and the detailing had to be visible. Yes, and it's just nice to see, sense of fashion and style on point.
And he got it right, what he was asking for. I
think
tell.
It worked on the day. Yeah, when you see it, you can tell that it
was
right.
meticulous. Whatever work went into it was very evident, and I love the outfit. Really, I really love the outfit. He looks so good.
And I think it was also symbolic with regards to the designs in there with the kente, and all kente fabrics would always have meanings, so it was very symbolic to that day as well. Another picture that I also want to highlight here is always maintaining the elegance is the former second lady of the country of Ghana, former second lady of Ghana, Her Excellency Samira Bawumia, who also, and then Cyril credited and said that she's really pretty.
She is very pretty.
Alex, yes. I think the photographer's name is captured. I wanted to give credit to Kobe Blay. Also credit to Kobe Blay, always maintaining her composure and and her outfits always on point. I like it's like the person who styles her is very detailed,
Shouts to her team.
As well. She's maintained. Now at the event grounds, you may have seen, just all VVIPs and presidents and MP elects and all just, closer to it. But the number of people that were at the event grounds, stretching far down the high street towards the courts, high courts area. Thousands of people were there to witness this occasion as well. A few photos on the screen we can share with you so you can see as well. A lot of people showed up on that day, invited, uninvited. Yes, they were all there to show their support on that day. It's beautiful to see that, regardless the chaotic moment that we can still go through as a country in seeking democracy, or to maintain democracy, beg your pardon, we still want to remember that we are all Ghanaians, and we shall all still enjoy when it is right for us to enjoy, or we'll fight when it's time for us to fight. When I say fight, I don't mean violence that leads to death, but just in speaking up. Yes. Overall the event was good. Now we're going back into the so that photo here, a lot of people, a lot.
Yesterday on socials, those who had the actual invites, stop.
Hey,
one is sitting beside you. No, be small. Even from the day before.
The envelope. Open. Somebody did the unboxing video.
Unboxing video of the envelope.
But this is a huge crowd, though.
Yeah, it's a huge crowd. Yeah, a lot of people were there. I mean, I mean, it's good, and I'm just glad that we didn't report or didn't hear any reports of any unfortunate incidents of such of any. So, but anyway, nothing should happen to such events. Look,
you see, in times like this, you'll be glad that you have a bicycle.
Put a similar number.
Honestly,
right?
Because how are you going to maneuver?
Yeah, I know, right? So this concert is called the inaugural concert, because the other concert there was Black Hole concert, there was this
the
one,
revival concert.
This one is inaugural concert, and the view from here is just beautiful. The greening of the ground and the floor there just made it even pretty. I don't know about another thing I always want to ask about some of these setups. Because we are in the tropics, heat is another conversation altogether. And sometimes when you sit under some of these sheds, sometimes it's just a lot of heat built up. But I'm sure they thought through that as well.
Maybe we should have somebody who was there.
I was just about to say.
Hey, just say that. Ask me. That's all.
Cyril, I can see Cyril sitting next to the I think it was President Traore. I can see.
He's under one of the yellow.
Yeah, the yellow ones. Look. If you zoom into the left, you can see Cyril over there. Yes. Tell us about that as well, Cyril. The atmosphere there.
Cool.
Okay.
It wasn't hot. It was vibes. It was vibes. There were fans. There were mist fans blowing at the speed of light. There were screens underneath the cabanas to make sure that you don't miss any moment. The press were very cordial and respectful of line of sight. They have people running across people's views everywhere. Even the guests. I mean, everybody took pictures and videos from time to time, but nobody was standing in front of anybody blocking views and that kind of mess. And it was very cool. It was very good.
Another major feat that the NDC government has achieved is enabling the first female vice president of the country. Guys, I just want a roundtable conversation on this as well. We're opening phone lines for you to also chip in on what you witnessed and your thoughts. Even it's day one of the job, back to work, back to school for our MPs and all. Yes, they were talking about their mandates and their expectations and all. For us inside Afunya Street, we are looking for our MP to fix the small road in front of our office.
Stress on the small.
John will do it. He campaigned here. He was here.
So.
Relax small. And John do it. John do it.
You do it. We trust
John. My trust is.
Hey, John will do it. It's politics, though.
John will do it.
We are here with you.
John, I just pray that when John does it, we will say it.
I remember 20 years before we come to the experience. 20 years ago, was it 20? Sorry, when former President Flight Lieutenant General Rawlings was president for 20 years. In that period where he served 8 years as president, and then before I think whatever the coup and all those things, 20 years. I remember I was a kid, and then the things you hear around, because we didn't understand much.
You would have been surprised if you were an adult, John.
Was what?
Because he said you were a kid.
He said he would have been surprised if you were an adult.
You hear a lot of people saying that, and he's been president for almost 20 years, and what has he done, and this and that, so many things. 20 years later on, statesman, everybody wants Flight Lieutenant General Rawlings, and they wish that he could stand again. And the same thing happened when His Excellency John Ajekun Kufuor took over again, and this and that, and HIPIC, and he sent us into HIPIC, and we should say disgrace to the country, and this, and then we said a whole lot of things, and then he went, gentle giants, at least for President John Dramani Mahama, it's a testament of like the Shatawale story, a comeback. They come back. So when you wake up and say John will do it, I want to remind you that this is the country you're living in.
John will do it.
Because a lot of the time people are unable to appreciate what they have till they don't have it anymore, and they start to compare with what they have now, and it seems like, oh no, I think I prefer what I had before to what I have now.
And you see, most of these comparisons are also based on the economy, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the economy is not going to get any better. Do you understand? Like, we are progressing. The years are going, and so the things that are going to happen will be that things are going to become more expensive. You don't expect that yogurts that you are buying at what now? Is it 3 cedis or
I think
2 CD 50 pesos now? You don't expect yogurt to go back to 10. Do you know 10? Back then, you don't expect that to happen. Or to
grandmother clock. Boss, let's move on. We are all here just playing. All here playing. Welcome to the history.
You don't expect it to go back to 10 or 5. You see, so that's why. That's why we always think that the president before is better.
Okay.
Not 10 CDs,
10 as in.
It was a coin.
There was a coin called 10.
Yeah, no.
Let me just.
I won't drink my tea again.
Let me just expose herself. Fine.
I'm sorry.
So I was going to say I remember.
Sister, I don't remember.
1,000, like.
Yeah.
1,000 was the paper.
Yeah, paper.
Yeah.
But there was 10.
There was 10.
That was the coin.
I remember, like, when you take 1,000 to
We used to
school,
buy a
that's
gun for
big
5
deal.
and 10 and stuff like that. You don't expect
When was
it
I
to go
taking
back,
1,000
right?
to school? We didn't take 1,000 to school.
So things will become
Primary
more
school GSS.
expensive.
You take 1,000 to school. What do you take 1,000 go do? You want to buy the school?
Okay, so in my time, it was a 20,000 conversation. Like, my uncle gifted me 20,000 when I got to school.
Now that man that was big for nothing. No?
Yeah, I bought. It was so huge. I bought food for myself in the class and still had some to take home.
Millionaire.
You want to take 1,000 to school?
Anyway.
What are you buying?
Anyway, I know we're not in Zimbabwe, but let's come out to Ghana. So back to meanings of the symbols on the president, outfit on that day, and we are talking heavy about the outfit because it was one of the conversations as well that caught people's attention, what he was wearing, and as well as the teleprompter conversations. Then we also drilled down to the things he said in his inaugural speech. Let's put that photo back on there and a few meanings to some of these symbols. And you know how important it is for us when it comes to the Edinkra symbols. So, Mr. Edinkra, can you run us through real quickly as well?
I don't think the symbols are there. So let me give the breakdown.
I see Sankofa and I see Jinyame. I don't know the names of the other two.
My tree reading is
butterfly.
Don't worry, I can read it for you.
Butterfly.
My tree reading. Okay, then let me.
I'll just read it for you.
Then here you go. You can read it.
Yeah. All right.
I hope my tree doesn't disappoint me.
Okay,
so this one says kente cloth emre padaweni emre padaweni, meaning better days ahead.
Which one?
Awaiting. That's for the kente that was used. Yeah, then Nyamiduya, that's the tree of God. I'm sure that's the one at the top. Tree of God, symbolizing God's constant protection and presence. Then there's the Jinyame, omnipotence of God, as a declaration of faith and acknowledgement of of divine guidance. Then Sankofa, that's lessons from the past, which I think is so cool.
So we are going clockwise. So let's take it again. So from the top is Nyamiduya.
Yeah.
Okay.
Symbolizing God's constant protection and presence. Should I continue?
Yeah, so to the Jinyame now.
Then to the Jinyame, omnipotence of
That's
God.
extreme right?
Yes, extreme right. A declaration of faith and acknowledgement of divine guidance. Then
to the bottom.
No, to the left.
To Sankofa.
Yes.
Okay.
Sankofa, that's lessons from the past, emphasizes the importance of revisiting lessons from history to shape a better future. And this one is, I don't know how to.
What was it?
Can you? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, to the mic. Sorry. Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Try. Just say something. We'll just accept it.
No, because right now Cyril and I cannot try. So it's not for you and
I just came back from China.
Came back from
and you're slurring like that. You're confused.
No, don't worry. Try. It's just.
What was it? Junior or what?
I don't know.
No.
I think there's probably
how is it? How is it?
No, there's no problem with the spelling.
Okay, then it's Junimen. That doesn't sound very true.
Yeah.
Junami. Is that what? Is that Junami?
No, he needs to.
You read the translation. You read the translation.
Junami.
Because DNW in tree, well, then again, humility and strength, a focus on the balance between power and the humility in leading the nation. And so, yeah, there we have it. The
very intentional,
symbols. Very, very intentional.
Creative direction, 1000%.
So I can tell you what's running through the mind of the president in this photo now. Mubehu. That's all. Anyway, so well, that's is for the outfit conversations there. Beautiful. Again, now quickly, our time is almost up though, but let's open the phone lines and allow you to also call and share your thoughts on the inaugural ceremony that happened yesterday.
You briefly mentioned our vice president, but then we didn't continue.
Yes. So in President Mahama's speech, he did acknowledge the president and the vice as well. And then and for the fact that he mentioned that the vice president had to consider defeat early to avoid all kinds of chaos. In the end, and that's act. I mean, regardless political affiliations and everything where you stand, I think that act was whether there was chaos in house or not, it went ahead to save the country from a lot of chaos that could have just gone on unnecessarily, because looking at even the whole counting of collation of the results at various polling stations and what has been going on in some constituencies, imagine at the height of presidency what could have been happening. It would have been worse. So it was good that it came out early and then it just quenched all the fire, so that now we shift attention from the two giants who were competing or contending in these elections, and then now we can now start looking at the constituencies, because even look at that and the amount of chaos that went around from ballot boxes being
even
crashed
up until
and
the 6th or the 5th of January.
Yes. And even as we speak, I mean, the EC, I think it's done now. The EC has now declared various MPs as their elect.
A few are still in court.
A few are still in court, right? But let's just get our phone lines open real quickly as well. If you're watching us now on Culture Daily, just let's hear from you as well. And now, what you are looking forward to with regards to new presidents, probably new rules, new ideas. You can call us on 020 40,080. That's 020 40,080. 40,000. That's 4 and 4 zeros, right? Yeah, that's 4,000. 40,080. That's 020 40,080. Let's hear from you as well. The president touched on quite a number of things in his inaugural speech. He spoke about, accountability, about resetting Ghana, women empowerment, international relations, and also you see a number of presidents that came.
I heard there were a total of 18
presidents.
From other countries.
Yeah, and also another trend. You heard the Speaker of Parliament say Cabo Verde. Is it Cabo Verde?
Cape Verde.
Yes. And that also became another trend. I wish I was following keenly. And people were like, hey, Igba, but I didn't even know that it was pronounced it Cabo. Yeah. I didn't have any idea. I mean, we've all been saying Cape Verde for the past.
I heard it during football season for the very first time.
Cabo.
People pronounce it as that.
Yes.
Did you see how everything that is written is English?
Did you see
and then
how?
Also, I think that everybody should just understand that we are all human first before anything else, right? It's okay to make mistakes.
Like sometimes we're so hard on ourselves. And
exactly.
It's letting that makes you ease up sometimes.
Yeah, bro, you are human, and for all you know, the person listening to you doesn't even know it.
First time.
But let's not forget that ACO stands to this post while we are being here.
I mean, it's okay to laugh when people make mistakes.
I think
you weren't here yesterday.
Who opened the year?
It's okay.
No, tell me.
Jay opened the year.
Oh, John.
Me?
By adding adabraka to abracadabra.
Yeah, yesterday he said adabracadabra.
Me.
Yesterday he said adabracadabra.
You didn't believe them?
You dream briefly.
I wasn't here. Yesterday was a holiday. I didn't want to be here yesterday, but it's fine.
You were not here yesterday.
No, I wasn't here yesterday. I don't know what you watched.
You know what that reminds me about?
So
I wasn't here. I came here at 6 o'clock.
Yes. Let's now also talking about the Burkinabe president and also a very symbolic attendance to the event yesterday. There's been a lot of controversy and conversations around Burkina Faso, the coup in 2022 that happened, and did they exit from ECOWAS? Yes, and all of that as well. A very symbolic attendance. We'll talk about that. But I have
French too.
Yes, Casey from Nungwa is on the line with us this morning. Casey, good morning. Casey, we lost Casey. Apologies, Casey. Sorry for keeping the line that long. But yes, a symbolic attendance. And, you might think that because of this whole ECOWAS brouhaha and all of those things, the last thing you'd want is that, because whether the president comes or not, sometimes their presence means it could mean otherwise. Yeah. But this also goes to talk about the unity, in Africa, just going to promote, to talk about it, that we all have to be, it's like a United States of Africa, we keep saying, and if we are all together, it would just go a long way to help us. Now, you saw the Burkinabes, praising the president, their president, regardless him getting into presidency through a very unlawful and through an illegal act, if I dare to say, but still the people were very excited. All these things you see goes along with to tell you that the wave is changing, or the tides are changing with how people now want to seek democracy and governance, and what people really want from leaders, across the world. Look at Donald Trump, as radical as he can be, as whichever way you would want to put him, he became president of the United States again. Bevlin, aka Lenny, is on the line. Bevlin from Sawam. Bevlin, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Sorry, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you, and you?
Yes, we are well here. Bevlin, did you watch the inaugural ceremony yesterday, and your thoughts on everything?
Oh, yes, I did. And then it was on point. It was actually a momentous day. I expected it because, our president is just
somebody's father is Okay, all right. Were there any moments you picked up from there that really caught your attention when you were watching the event?
Oh yeah, when I think our outgone vice president went to greet the newly inaugurated president, and then they hugged, which symbolizes that there's no quarreling between them. They are just cool, as we down here think.
Okay, all right. But thank you very, very much. And one of the things that make me identify your age will be the words you are using. It was on point. The event was on point, and the way they had it was cool. And thank you so very much. Yes, for contributing this morning. Yes, have an amazing day. And all these things, like she rightly said, went a long way to, let us understand. Yes. Add up to that. We're looking forward to now. It's like day one back in work. And before we go on that, I just want to hear your opinions. I want to start from Cyril. Cyril, so now it's new governance, new party, new leadership, new everything. Your expectations?
My expectations are for the government to work on stabilizing a lot of things.
Your voice has deepened though.
That's changed.
Can you clear your throat a little so that we can hear what you are saying?
So as I was saying.
Yes, our time is up. Yes.
Yes, so stability is the goal. Stabilizing the economy, stabilizing the energy sector, and ensuring that the elements that need to be in place to perform the reset to allow for initiatives like the 24-hour economy and the agro-focused development to actually thrive and be successful. That's it.
Okay, I've just been informed that there's a call on the line. Let's just pick him up and wrap it up before we go. Yes, Kofi, good morning. Kofi, how are you doing?
Good morning.
Yes, Kofi, talk to us. Watching yesterday's event and everything, expectations, opinion, highlights, moments, talk to us.
Okay, I think the event was good though.
It was, yes?
Everything was on point, like the other lady said.
On point there. Any highlights you're picking from this? Okay, I think we are losing. Yes, okay, all right. He just wanted to highlight there on point. Thank you very much, my brother. But AC, and before Lenny wraps us up.
Yeah, I'm also looking for what Cyril is saying, but particularly looking at the work of the Vice President, Professor Nana Jino-Pukwajiman. There's this perception about women in power that I feel like she will be the perfect person at this point to either make or break perfect, or let us know exactly what a woman would be able to do when given that power. And you never know, maybe we might have a woman president one day. And so I'm looking at all the work that she's going to be doing, especially in the manifesto, what they stated to do for women, what she's going to be in charge of. I'm looking forward to that.
What do you think if you were to reenact her, a typical fancy woman trying to correct something that the president is doing in a homely woman manner? How would she go about it? Is he 3, 2, 1?
She'll just use her eyes.
Thank you very much. It's like that. Just the eyes, I know. Just the eyes should correct
my mother doesn't talk.
Eyes.
What are you doing there?
Well, let me wrap us up, please.
I can only wish the NDC the best of luck, and then everybody in higher political office, and then also just pray that the good Lord grants them the wisdom enough to properly rule the country and take us into a more stable economic time. I think that's also very important, because how the economy is going right now, I don't know anyone who is not complaining.
I'm fine.
So
it's going left. Okay. You are not part.
Wait, it's okay.
I'm fine. I don't know what.
We'll remember this day.
Why? Is something tough? I don't know.
So yes, let's just hope that they all get the wisdom, and then
Mm.
also are able to properly. I know that you can't satisfy everybody, right? But I think that everybody at this point will know a good government from one that is not good or is not doing the right thing. So
I don't get you. Like,
best of luck to them.
Why, you having some problems in life?
Their policies are, yes, me, they're plenty.
No, I think it's your personal mismanagement of your life. I think.
Don't worry, manage it for me.
Because I think, then let me manage you.
No problem.
Let me manage you. Then we can send a contract about this. Yes,
we will remember.
Yeah, because I don't know what I mean. I'm fine. Life is beautiful. I mean, I don't have any challenges.
He still has some of the 11 cake in his fridge.
No, I mean, things work. I mean, I'm able to make calls.
Which one you get, the L or the hyphen?
From the
hyphen there.
The areas that I commute, I don't have any challenges. Lights from water.
You don't have any challenges.
I don't know.
Was it not the same, Jay?
I don't know. I don't think that. On that note, we'll discuss this we'll back same time tomorrow on the show. If you live a problem-free life like myself as well, kudos.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Telecel.